I'm now joined via Skype by a female entrepreneur who is building opportunity and creating a value for skilled mothers across South Africa. Phillipa Geard, the owner of Recruit My Mom, has set up a recruitment agency which supports mothers that want to sustain their career while keeping up with the daily mum duties. Phillipa, thanks so much for your time. So as I was reading your story, I understand that you started in 2012 after having your second child, after having a couple of conversations with mothers who wanted to return to the workplace. Tell us more about your story.
That's right, Fifi, and lovely to speak with you this morning. I found myself in a situation of having left corporate at a time when I had my children, and I had started a marketing consultancy firm to assist with flexible working just so that I could manage my time with my children. And when I used to see the moms at school, they would tell me how envious they were that I could continue working flexibly. And this gave me insight, and I thought that perhaps there was an idea in being able to help women like myself who'd had careers and had skills to be able to then find employment part-time or flexibly. And so I looked around and found a way of trying to make a business that might work and put it online as Recruit My Mom, and that's how we started.
And how has that worked? Because it's been about 6 years now. So how has the absorption of women who are still wanting to be full-time mothers, but also wanting to continue working, been in South Africa's corporate sector? And perhaps you can elaborate on the change in the attitude or behavior of companies to working moms.
Yeah, in the last 6 years, Fifi, I've seen an enormous improvement. The beginning years were tough, and I think that it took a while, particularly in South Africa, for employers to understand what the offering was that we were offering. Technology has played a very positive role in assisting women and particularly flexible type working. With the improvement in technology and fiber and just the speed at which people can work, flexibility is now a real option. And we're starting to see employers really engaging in allowing women to be able to work more flexibly. And it's certainly the attitudes are starting to change. And I do think that technology has played a large role in that.
And what kind of jobs feature prominently in recruitment for these women?
So what we're seeing is that our jobs are across industries, but many of them are in financial type roles. So the thing with working flexibly is that employers really do want to be able to measure productivity. Mm-hmm. And so financial type roles are easy to measure and productivity is easy to measure. We're also seeing a big upswing in digital skills. So that would be social media writing, content writing. We're also seeing quite a lot of proofreading. Anything to do with the internet is absorbing quite a lot of our women. But we also then find quite a lot of in-office roles. So part-time work is becoming more attractive to employers as they can start to see that they can get somebody who's highly skilled but highly productive for less hours in office. So we do see a mixture. We are a generalist, so we have them across, we place people into various skills across industries. But our two biggest sectors, as I say, is finance and then the digital side of business.
And Phillipa, I see you say that it's mainly small business that are more open or that are more in demand of people who can supply flexible working hours than your bigger traditional corporates.
That's true for us. So we see that a large percentage of our clients are small, medium enterprises. We do have a handful of corporates that use us. What I am seeing though, Fifi, which is again very positive, is that we're seeing large corporates looking and bringing in flexible ways of working, and that actually being part of their policies. And so the companies that we work with have got specific flexible policies that they work with in corporate. But I do feel that corporate still has the budget to be able to enjoy and want full-time skills, and so they demand it. Whereas small, medium enterprises are needing the skills, but don't necessarily need them for the length of time that corporates do. And so that's why I think the natural absorption rate for flexible and part-time working seems to be in the small, medium enterprises. But it's wonderful to see that there are corporates that are starting to incorporate flexible ways of working because they're losing their women. And, diversity shows that there's financial benefit in having women in senior leadership, and they're starting to recognize that by offering flexibility, they can retain those skills.
And Phillipa, just as we wrap, as a recruiter, I'm interested in your views on these new labor broking laws that now say that if you supply temporary workers to a company for more than 3 months, they then become a permanent employer of that company. Is this, or will this have any impact on your business?
So we are not a labor broker, so it doesn't have any impact on Recruit My Mom. We are purely a recruitment agency. So we place skilled staff, and then we just earn a percentage of the placement fee with our clients. So it doesn't have a direct impact on Recruit My Mom. So we don't play in that space. But it was a law that didn't take employers by surprise, shouldn't have taken employers by surprise. It's been coming for a while.
Well, Phillipa, we will leave it there. Thanks so much for your time. That was Phillipa Geard, the owner of Recruit My Mom.